So, like after yesterday's winter solstice, we're going to start to be seeing a little more daylight every day.
Yeah, it's a slow, gradual climb, obviously, Juliet, the rest of the month into January. But yeah, so now through the next 6 months, we're going to gain daylight in some capacity each and every day. Today, Juliet, it was 1 second.
Ooh,
so there we go.
Second.
We're off to a good start. Of course, yesterday was the winter solstice, and we bottomed out at around 9 hours of daylight for the shortest amount of daylight in the year. And again, we're going to be climbing gradually each and every day all the way until the summer solstice in late June. Again, 9 hours of daylight yesterday. By the beginning of February, we'll be at 10 hours of daylight, and then it will really accelerate to the point where we reach 12 hours of daylight by the middle of March, and we'll top out just shy of 15 and a half hours in June towards the summer solstice. Otherwise, our 13 weather ball is solid green because daytime highs today mostly climbed into the upper 30s to lower 40s. That's really where we'll be tomorrow afternoon. Notice South Haven, 46 degrees. On average, we should be around 34 degrees, so several degrees above average, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. As mentioned, 13 weather ball is solid green, and outside of a few spits of drizzle, maybe some frozen precipitation, will generally remain dry and impact-free through the nighttime hours. Satellite radar showcasing what looks to be at least widespread precipitation, but a lot of this has struggled to reach the ground today as we have a lot of dry air near the surface of our atmosphere. So a lot of the precipitation shown on radar has been evaporating before it reaches the ground, but it's still doable. We'll have a few pockets of drizzle, maybe some light snow through this evening. But I think the bigger trend here is that there's no source of cold Arctic air nearby, at least near the Great Lakes region to our west. If anything, look at the warmth down into the southern plains, the central southern plains in the 60s, even earlier in the 70s across portions of Nebraska and Kansas. Again, that type of warmth isn't on our way, but we'll continue these above average temperatures for a few more days. Numbers tonight only in the lower to middle 30s. Tomorrow we top out in the lower 40s. Wouldn't be surprised a few of our warmest spots even in the middle 40s come tomorrow afternoon. Our hour-by-hour forecast outside of a few pockets of drizzle, again, maybe some light snow. We'll stay fairly dry through tonight, and tomorrow will be a dry day. I'm still optimistic for some filtered sunshine tomorrow afternoon. The bottom line, tomorrow is a very easygoing day for late December standards. I think the one change in this forecast generally has been the degree of warmth that will be realized towards Christmas Day. A couple days ago, we were really thinking there was a chance we could top 50 degrees. That's really not the case now in this forecast, that any notable warmth will just remain to our south Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. So tomorrow we're in the lower to middle 40s. Notice that warmth just struggles to reach the state line here, and we'll top out in the upper 30s to around 40 at best come Wednesday. And here's Christmas Day. Same thing goes, upper 30s to lower 40s at best, the warmth staying just to our south. But that will still melt away what's left of the snowpack, and for many there isn't much of a snowpack left. Any snow that will remain on the ground towards Christmas Day will be across northern lower Michigan into the UP in those typical lake effect snow belts. And we really have not seen much in the way of a white Christmas the last few years. The last one coming in 2022, that Christmas Day blizzard. As for the rest of the week, there it is. Wednesday and the Thursday, slightly cooler than what we had a few days ago, but remaining dry. Wednesday, a mostly cloudy sky, no impact there. Here's Christmas Day in the morning. Here's Christmas Day in the evening, still remaining dry. So that's good news from a travel standpoint. The one thing we'll watch in this forecast is Friday morning. There will be a quick moving system across the Great Lakes region. Temperatures Friday morning will hover near the freezing mark, and there could be a brief wintry mix. We'll see how that goes. At least for now, it doesn't appear we'll have any major impacts, as this system is quick to peel out of here as Friday goes on. And actually for many, we should climb several degrees above the freezing mark, and that should limit any impacts from a wintry mix. But that'll be the one thing we watch out for the rest of our week as we head towards Friday morning. But in terms of Christmas Day, climatology, our warmest ever Christmas Day, that occurred back in 1982, 65 degrees. The coldest Christmas Day, temperature in terms of the low temperature, 3 below zero. No records being set this Christmas, but we'll be a bit above average. Temperatures tonight falling into the lower to middle 30s, maybe a leftover pocket of drizzle, some light snow, but that's about it for the rest of this evening into tonight. 13 on your side, 7-day forecast. We're fairly quiet through Christmas Day, still staying a bit above average, and then we'll watch out for Friday morning with that brief wintry mix. As for the weekend, a sharp cold spell on the horizon, Juliet. I think by Sunday we're going to be falling well below freezing once again and likely kick up some lake effect snow. Again, that will be towards the end of this upcoming weekend. In the meantime, pretty quiet through Christmas Day.
And of course it's going to snow after Christmas.
Of course, that's how it's going to be. We're going to have a white New Year's Day probably, but just not a white Christmas this year.
Thank you, Blake.